Welcome to Goga's Podcast, but we haven't got decided yet. We're going to do today. I'm Colby.
And I'm a lizard holding a knife, but you can call me Fee.
Ooh, how big is this lizard? Is it regular size?
Yeah, it's a little lizard.
Okay, is it holding a lizard size knife or a regular size knife?
No, a regular size knife.
Damn, that's intimidating.
He's like okay, so normal size, like outside grass lizard, right? We talking just like little lizard you
just
find
grass. Yep, grass type outside. Lizard.
And you come up on him and you're just like, yo, what up, boy? And he pulls out this fucking knife, and it's like actual, like regular human knife. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, what?
Damn, chill.
Yeah, so
just saying hi. God.
I'm just shooting the shit. I'm just, the breeze. But this is one gangster ass lizard.
Yeah, and he doesn't talk. He just has a knife. He gets his point across, you know?
Yeah, I mean, well, lizards can't talk, so he's just like, hey, I know you want to pull my tail off. Everyone always comes around and pulls lizards' tails off for no reason. So,
So
he carries a.
he's just
he
defending
carry,
himself.
Yeah, he's defending. He carries a knife to stop that. He's like, you know what? I'm done with people pulling lizards' tail off. Now I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah, he's out. You know what? And he's probably out there being a vigilante, preventing people from taking the tails of other lizards, not just him.
You know what? I support him. Good for him.
Yeah, you know what?
You
go, lizard.
I'm all about not mutilating lizards, just to see their tail wiggle around, not on a lizard body. Even though it looks creepy and weird and kind of cool when I was younger, you don't do that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Yeah, what?
You've heard a monkey with a gun. Now you hear a lizard with a knife.
Monkey with a gun.
Yeah, you've heard a monkey with a gun.
Okay,
Yeah.
if I say yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah, monkey with a gun. It's
monkey with the,
like
that show on Hulu, Hit Monkey.
Yeah, it's like that. That's the guy. He's the monkey with the gun.
I wouldn't put it past a monkey to hold a gun and shoot someone. So
yeah, it's happened. It's happened ones of times, probably.
It's happened at least 1 to 10 times.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Probably not 10. I hope not 10.
Look it up. I bet. Oh no! What would you even Google? You're just like, how many times has someone been shot by a gun?
I will say,
was a monkey.
There's this movie. Okay, so they Hollywood was trying to come out with a new action hero. They were like, okay, we've got all these action heroes, but we kind of want a spy. We kind of want an Indiana Jones. We want like that kind of vibe, like a cross between 007 and Indiana Jones. His name is going to be Duncan Jacks, and Duncan Jacks has a monkey sidekick.
Duncan Jacks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's got a monkey sidekick.
You're fucking with me.
No, there are two movies. There's Unmasking the Idol and Order of the Black Eagle. And in Order of the Black Eagle, it's like, we got to stop Hitler from coming back. Which is great.
Duncan Jacks, you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Jax.
That's how I spelled it. Oh, wow. This is 1986.
Yep.
What?
So the reason why I know about this is Best of the Worst watched both of the Duncan Jacks movies, but there's something very special about Order of the Black Eagle. So not only, is Duncan Jacks there with his monkey best friend Boone, that baboon. They toward the end of the movie, they get into a fight with an army, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at the cover.
Yeah, and then the monkey drives his own little monkey-sized tank. It's a little monkey tank.
Oh, no, yes!
And the thing is, that there's a stunt in it where, like, basically there's an explosion, guy does a big flip, it's really cool. The monkey in the tank isn't supposed to do this, but it runs over the guy's head. It's just Order the Black Eagle, baboon, tank, hitman head. I don't know what you have to Google for this, but like, it's horrific.
Okay, hold on. Order of the Black Eagle.
We weren't planning on watching this, but
Black
this is
Eagle.
It's honestly
monkey tank.
It's honestly horrific.
Is it like real? Like, did he actually hurt someone?
Oh yeah.
Did the guy die?
Oh yeah. No, he didn't die.
Oh no.
It would be pretty great if he died, but he didn't die.
Maybe don't say that. Let's see.
No, I know he didn't die because the guy did an interview later who was like, "Oh yeah, the monkey in the tank ran me over."
All right, hold on. I'm not seeing anything come up but the movie, and I'm not gonna sit through the movie and find the timestamp
Oh, don't worry. I'll get you. And we'll put it up here. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put it up on screen. You know what? Because I can do
Oh,
that.
hell yeah!
Um,
You are the master of the edit.
Here we go. We're doing this live on our Twitch, by the way. If you can't, just
Yeah.
look up Best of the Worst, Order of the Black Eagle, and go to timestamp 27 minutes. Just go 27 minutes in, and you will see what we are about to see here, which is
I'm ready. I'm ready to be blown away.
Which is this is the monkey in the tank, and he is running. He is running over. Oh, sorry. No, this is a different guy. Okay, monkey in the tank is later, but this is a different guy who just ran over this man's head.
Oh no! God.
Look,
Oh,
yeah, there you
painful.
go. Look at his legs go up too, because he's like, oh god.
But damned it if he doesn't stay in character.
Man in a three-wheeler's running over my head.
God, no! Oh, that looks painful.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible.
But he stays in character and he still plays dead.
Yeah, you know what? Real trooper. You honestly can't. You can't buy that kind of commitment to a movie. That's bought and paid for by Duncan Jack's super fans.
Give that man an extra farthing.
Just one.
Just one. He's earned it. He's earned that hay penny.
It's absolutely like that. The whole concept of this movie is just like, hey, we want to make somebody who's kind of like 007, kind of like James Bond. And then somebody was like, well, shit, if we're doing that, let's have a monkey sidekick. Let's make him a ninja. Let's have him drive a cool car. Everybody's like, yeah, let's do that then. And that guy's like, wait, no, this is to show you how ridiculous your idea is. They're like, Dave, just keep them coming. Okay, every movie you find a woman with big titties. No, keep going. This is great.
We'll give him some nunchucks, but we'll call them munchucks.
Yeah, perfect. Monk chucks. Yeah, he's gonna do it.
God, now I want to see this movie. I want to maybe the new what's it called, the new audience income that we're gonna get with our epic new TikToks. Shout out to our editor.
Yeah.
We'll do a Order of the Black. What is it?
Order of the Black Eagle. Yeah, I wish it was
Order
Black
of
Phoenix.
the Black. Yeah, we'll do an Order of the Black Eagle stream sometime.
Absolutely excellent.
Well, you know what? We'll do both movies back to back.
Why not?
Why not?
Just Duncan Jacks off.
Yeah, Duncan Jack's night. I'm down. That'll be our.
This is neither here nor there. Like, we were not planning on talking about this. I just happened to get excited.
Well, now you got me excited.
Now you got me excited about the monkey. He's in a little tank.
You're telling me about a monkey with a gun and a tank and like army and big titties? What's not to be excited about?
Why not?
Like, fuck.
Just put him in there.
So like, that's our first tier. That's our first tier of like a number of audience or Patreon. We'll have a Duncan Jack's night.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The second tier will immediately be G Gundam night.
Mm-hmm.
We've been planning G Gundam night forever.
G Gundam night has to happen. There's not a world in which it doesn't.
It's more like a G Gundam day, but you know what?
G Gundam whole day.
Whole ass G Gundam day.
G Gundam breakfast buffet.
G Gundam senior citizen discount dinner.
Dude, that was actually okay. So, you and I came from a poor
rural town.
A poor rural town. And as a result, like, there's a bunch of cool stuff that happens in large cities that you get told about, and you're like, what? No one does that. Shut the fuck up.
Tell me.
So I went to college, and my friend, my roommate at the time, he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to drive back home because my brother and I have tickets to go to this the showing. And I was like, what is it?
Ooh.
And he was like, oh, well, it's Saturday morning cartoons, and we're basically going to go sit in a movie theater and eat unlimited free cereal and just watch cartoons. And I was like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. I was like, did you rent out the theater? He's like, no, the theater just does this. And I was like, you shut the fuck. No, they don't. Turns out they do. Alamo Drafthouse super does that.
Oh, I fucking knew it. Because I see, I believe that because I think a couple of years back I went to go visit you, and we went to go to a Tomb Raider movie riff session.
Yeah.
And I think I fell asleep.
That's what you do.
But it's a good time. Listen, I was a tired boy. I work. God, Colby.
She gets so sleepy. Oh, actually, let me tell you about this is the other fucking large city this wouldn't happen anywhere near where I live thing. So this weekend, we took our kid.
Didn't you go to DTX?
DTX? The fuck is?
Or no,
DTX?
sorry.
Do you mean DFW?
DFW.
Yeah.
I just I Dallas, Texas, baby.
Yeah,
DTX.
ATX, that makes sense. DTX, that makes no sense. DFW is a metroplex, and it's like 80 miles long or something. Yeah. So, like, we go up to DFW, and while we're up there, there's this store called Camp.
Ooh,
which, by the way, no, we didn't, thank God. If you Google, you'll have to Google Camp, a family experience, because that's like the full name of it, but like you just call it Camp, but also that's the least helpful thing of all time. So we go to this thing called Camp. Camp is like a toy store, right? And the toys are fine. They've got like fine toys. They're all right.
I'm looking at it right now. Looking at it right here on Google.
But the thing that you go for are the experiences. So you pay a certain amount of money. And in our case, at our store, it was like whatever. It was like something in the afternoon, and a bunch of people crowded around, and then this employee is like, "All right, everybody who's here, do you know what today is? It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party, and you're all invited." And everybody's like, "Hell yeah!" These kids are going ape shit. They're so excited. And they're like, all right, so it's his birthday party is right behind this magic door. So you gotta like get the magic from the ground and from the sky. Okay. You gotta build a spirit bomb of magic. And then you gotta throw it at the door. And then this shelf that is housing toys currently swings open and you walk through. And so it's like a set, right? It's like dark, there's like fake trees, and then you walk into a house. While we're in there, this actor who's going to be our guide the whole time, who did great, by the way. I couldn't do it because like even listening to him, like he was so in character and so like committed to the bit that it made me uncomfortable to listen to him.
Why?
It's the same reason why I can't do live music. It's the same reason why I can't do like
drag
jazz cafe. It's just like that secondhand embarrassment and the crippling fear that we're gonna lock eyes and he's gonna talk to me. And so I'm like staying in the back, but also still trying to participate because like, you know, there's kids and like you have to commit a little bit.
Yeah.
And so basically there's TVs on the wall. Mickey and his friends are there. They're not whooping ass like in Kingdom Hearts. It's just regular Mickey, which was disappointing.
He's not in a black leather coat.
No, he's not.
I don't want to go.
He's not like, I'm going to kick your ass.
He's like, oh.
Pete's not like, I'm going to actually murder you, goof.
Come here, goof. I'm going to strangle you alive in front of the kids.
But it's
keep you under me thumb.
We're there for his birthday party, and then Goofy's like, well, I'm going to take a picture with my new camera. Everybody say cheese. And then it's very clearly a weird looking camera, and then he takes a picture. And then all of a sudden, all the TVs, grass gets real big. And then the actor, I'm going to do my best to do an impression of him. But the actor is like, I guess this backpack got shrank too. Let me go take a look at it. Oh, it says shrink ray on it, Goofy. And he's like,
damn, getting into it.
he could not be more committed to this bit. I'm so happy with his performance. I need to be 100 miles away from it though.
You couldn't rate him after you were done. Be like, this guy did excellent.
Hey, look, that guy, he's fucking he's in for a penny and for a pound, baby.
This is his life's work now.
But we like, so yeah, the whole thing is like, you got to go collect 6 microchips to like unshrink yourself.
How would microchips help?
Because the shrink ray broke. And there's
Okay.
there's a switch in it to where you could switch it from shrink to grow. And
To shrank.
Yeah, from
From shrink to shrank.
to wumbo.
Dude, if I was there, I'd be like, did you try setting it to wumbo?
Did you try setting it to wumbo by any chance?
See if I break that guy's character. Go on.
But like, so then the door opens and we walk inside of like you go in and it's like there's giant presents there, and like and one of them is like a kaleidoscope tunnel, and there's this huge like 2-story spinny slide and this giant snow globe that you can spin and do shit on, and then you find you find like a microchip, and then you move to the next room, and the next room has like big hot dogs and like this mountain of popcorn you can climb on that's like made out of foam and shit.
I was gonna say, can you eat them?
I wish. But like, yeah, it was all just giant themed stuff that you like crawl around and do things in, and then we went to like Goofy picks you up and puts you in his pocket or whatever, and like you finally
This all
find
happening on a screen?
Yeah, no, this is like you're going into like real rooms, and you can hear like Goofy on the speakers, but like yeah, there are screens to like show Goofy and to show like other parts of the like interactive stuff and like characters, but like
It's like the room shake or something.
Yeah. There's like wind and stuff. The room doesn't shake because it's not like on a big platform or anything, but like there is wind. Yeah. They do like also lighting effects and stuff. But like a lot of it is just sold, and especially like kids are so easy to make you like. Kids are really easy to make like buy into a thing.
Yeah.
All you really have to do is just like be excited and be like, this is the truth. And they're like, yeah, that's the truth. And that's it. So like all the adults are like, and it's crazy because like the adults are playing along and like having a good time. Most of them are like not sitting off to the side. They're like interacting with their kids and like doing stuff. And like that, like, it's really nice.
I would assume that like helps give like the kids like a better experience. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, unlike you where you're like sitting in the back, you're just like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Like all the parents are like, look, we're making our kids have a good ass time. We're just gonna play it up.
Yeah, I mean, so like in the what was it, the popcorn room, like I picked our kid up and I put him like on the mountain of popcorn. And like he like started climbing up the popcorn. He'd look back to be like, look what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, good job. So I like start climbing behind him. I'm like, yeah, we're on the popcorn. Woo. But like, you know, our kids like,
don't eat it.
Yeah, don't eat it, please. He did. I mean, he put his mouth on a lot of stuff that wasn't food related. Like the fact that he put his mouth on the popcorn was the least surprising thing and the most appropriate thing. There were many times where while we were in the store, like waiting to get into the experience, he would pick up a toy and try to put it in his mouth and be like, nope, stop that.
Well, I mean, that's baby for you.
It is. So yeah, like the ending is like there, you know, the shrink ray is there and it's super big. And then there's like a DJ pad on the ground. And like when you step on a light, like light goes everywhere. And, you know, our kid was like, unsure of, because like he's pretty outgoing and he's like a really friendly, nice kid, but he's getting to the point now where like too much noise and too many strangers kind of makes him like I'm really uncomfortable to be here. And I'm like, oh boy, you're me. And
He's just not at that age yet. He's barely like 1, right?
yeah.
So
But he's on the dance floor. The other kids are like chasing the lights and jumping on him and like pressing buttons and stuff. And finally, the last microchip comes down, and then you go into this big tunnel. And like once you're through the tunnel, they like turn the shrink ray to Wumbo, and then then you get big again. And then Mickey and his friends are on the screen. They're like, "Thanks for a great birthday party." And y'all sing happy birthday to him, and then you're let into the secret merch store, which is like you can't buy this stuff unless you've like been through the experience. And so that's why we didn't even know that this thing existed. Had no idea, wouldn't know. But our friends that live in up in that area, they were like, "Hey, I kind of want to go look at this stuff, and like there's some merch that I'm kind of thinking about buying, and I can't go without a baby, so bring the baby."
I can't go without a child.
So let's do it. I'm like, all right.
They don't have kids. I thought they had a kid.
No kids.
Oh, bummer.
Our kid is their kid.
They couldn't.
So we're just sharing.
They couldn't rent a kid to take through this experience.
I know. It's like, how committed are you?
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, like it was really neat. And apparently it's not the same experience at different stores. They've got like 5 or 6 of these, and one of them has like a full Encanto thing, or so like
I
you
was
go into
seeing
the
that on
house and do
website,
stuff.
yeah.
Just sick.
No, it's not a house. It's casita. It's
a
casita.
House. It's a house.
Yeah, but the name of the house in Encanto is casita.
Yeah, I know.
So you gotta say it, you big dumb idiot.
I don't. What is that? Is the house gonna do something to me?
Yes, it's magic.
Okay. Okay. You know what? If the magic is real, may the house strike me dead right now.
Just fucking can't collapse.
Podcast ends. That's the last episode we ever record.
Just like, oh
shit.
I have to post on YouTube. I'm like, it's with fucking sad and bad news that Kobe did have a house dropped on him.
Yeah, and he is sadly super dead.
Like, I'm sorry. And just I'm like, I'm not upset. He did this to himself, honestly.
Yeah,
he called down the wrath.
He really tempted fate there.
I told him not to, but he did.
I told him not to. Okay.
So tell us what's in this secret merch store.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, it's mainly just like, so for our sort of thing, they had like they had some like shirts and some like Camp X Mickey like collaboration stuff. They had we ended up getting our kid like this really cute sort of like sweater that looks like it's got a bunch of travel stickers all over it. And yeah, I mean, it's just got like a bunch of Disney and Mickey Mouse merchant there, and there's also like a big Minnie Mouse Squishmallow, if you know what that is.
Yeah, those big tubes.
Yeah, well, this one is less of it's more of like an egg, like a rounded square.
I was like, the Squishmallows, don't they look like throw pillows for a fancy couch?
They kind of do, if your fancy couch is made out of cartoons, I guess.
I mean, who's to say what's fancy to who?
You know what? Fair enough. You've got me there, Fee.
I mean, like I've always said, when I become a millionaire, all the fancy thing in my house are gonna just be nerd related.
Yeah.
when I win the lottery, like I'll have like a nice living room with kind of nerd stuff, but the further you get in, you're like, oh fuck.
You're like, uh-oh, this guy's dedicated.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I've even done that. Like me and my family. I don't know if you've done this, but like, as you're like wishing like you'll hit the lottery, you're like, well, I always say I'm gonna do stuff, but then like you write it down and like you draw out like your aspirations, and you're like, well, this is what we can do with it and still have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like those. I'm not gonna go out and buy like millions of cars. I'd probably pay off my car. Which, honestly, I'm going to finish it this year, so if I mean, it won't be that much. I'd probably trade it in for like a newer model, and that's it. Build me a house, that's it.
Yeah.
Honestly. And then just fill it with cool stuff. And then still have trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, not trillions, but like depending on what the lottery was, it could be like a couple million.
So what I'm looking at right now, the Texas Mega Millions as of recording right now, the jackpot,
like
if you win it on the 10th, which is tomorrow, would
Ooh.
be $1.10 billion. And that's like
after the taxes.
That's pre-taxes. After tax, it's $568.7 million. And
dollars.
I think that's
Pesos.
minus some more stuff. Pesos.
That is a lot of fucking scratch.
Yes, it is.
That is a lot of money. Like I know, like you're excited. You're like, oh, I won the 1 billion, and then people are like, oh, but taxes, you're gonna only have like 500 million.
Oh
no! I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, I'm like, I couldn't spend that much in my lifetime. Like, what are you talking about?
God, the only people that are ever like, oh, I wouldn't want that because my taxes would go up, are fucking stupid and don't know how taxes work. They don't know how tax brackets operate.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I would quit my job and just live off the fucking money. And even if I never did anything or aspired to do anything, I'd still never run out of money.
Yeah. The thing is, I do not understand how lottery winners run out of money, especially if they win like a jackpot that's that big.
Dude, yeah. Have you ever seen it was a show, I think, where it was just like fucking lottery winners and like how they spent their money, and they're like, oh, I don't recommend winning the lottery because you just waste your money. I'm like, how?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Like, but these people are stupid. Like they're buying all this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're buying like all these houses and fucking condos. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you buying all these fucking condos? Why are you buying all these things? You're not even making a profit on it. You're just spending money to spend it.
Yeah. Just like so the game that I always play whenever I see how much like the lottery is I think about how much I'm going to realistically get at the end of the day, which based off of 1.1 billion, I would imagine I get something like $300 million. 333.
I would imagine at least 450, because like the last time someone won like 800 million or 900, they got like 4 something.
So whenever they say like, so there's 2 numbers here, right? There's the annuitized jackpot, which is like, hey, we'll send you a check every month for a very large amount of money until we've paid you $1.1 billion. Or you can get cash, which is like half the value basically, but you get it immediately. Then you have to pay taxes on it immediately. And
which is the better option.
Which is the better option because it'll end up making you more money overall, usually.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay, like, they pre-tax it and everything.
So
then you just get the lump sum.
What I've always thought about is like, okay, like the first thing that you do, imagine that it's 333 million. Now I just say 300 million goes to whatever like investment options are, right? The stock market, treasury, whatever the fuck. But that 33 million, that's mine, baby. And that's what I'm going to be like buying a house and like paying off every debt and like fully funding a college fund and shit like that. Like that's what that money's for. That money's for buying like an original Tetsuya Nomura drawing or whatever. But like once that's gone, then it's over. And all I have to do is live off of the income of the 300 million, which by the way, assuming that you get a 1% return rate, which usually you end up getting somewhere between like, it's closer to like 3 to 7, depending on like what the stock market is doing, what all that stuff is doing. Assuming just a 1% in an extremely safe investment, that's $3 million a year that you just get for free.
Ooh.
Which like, I could live on $3 million a year. Like,
oh fuck yeah, no problem. I'd probably come to you and be like, Colby, what should I do with this money?
Please help.
I'd be like, listen, I want to put the X amount of money into whatever you think is good, and please help me, God. I'm so stupid.
Don't worry,
Like-
Fee. I've got the perfect project for you, and this is the perfect segue. We're going to put it all in CryptoZoo.
Fuck, you know what? I heard you could hatch eggs and you can combine animals and it's the perfect project. It'll make me million.
Yeah.
Logan Paul assured me.
Yeah,
and
let me explain to you how this works, because everybody's making money. Nobody's losing money on this, right? So
not even a one. No one's ever lost money.
So you use your money to buy a crypto egg, right?
Oh,
and this crypto egg has a chance to hatch a rare animal, right?
Ooh, okay.
And then if you buy enough crypto eggs, you can get 2 rare animals, and then
lucrative.
you can breed them together to make one hybrid animal crypto animal.
Okay.
One hybrid crypto rare animal. And the longer that you hide that you hold your one hybrid crypto animal, you generate more crypto, but different crypto. It's a different crypto.
Okay, but the crypto has to be worth a lot, right?
I mean, it's gonna be. Everybody's playing this game. It's Logan Paul endorsed.
You got the rare animals. That has to be worth. Oh man, I can't even fathom how much it worth.
Yeah, imagine like Princess Diana Beanie Babies times 10. It's like that.
Damn. Mm-hmm. God.
And you know that Logan Paul, he's got like.
Yeah.
He wouldn't put something out this bad. He's on wrestling.
Well, not anymore. He retired from wrestling. But I mean, if you have to think about it, look at his first crypto foray, Dink Doink.
Yeah, look no further than Dink Doink, the thing that ripped off South Park. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's to the moon, baby.
It's out. Oh, what's the price? This must be old.
Yeah, no.
These numbers have got to be old. So what we're talking about is basically in December, a YouTuber named CoffeeZilla put out a 3-part.
Good guy, good YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. He put out a 3-part expose on Logan Paul's. I would call it at this point failed crypto quote unquote game project, whatever you want to call it, CryptoZoo.
I'd go a step further and call it a scam.
Yeah, it is. It's a scam. And what CoffeeZilla did in these 3 videos was basically show how he hired a number of people that were sort of like untrustworthy. The project was entirely mismanaged, and it was released without things really working the way that they were supposed to.
The way he claims they were supposed to, yeah.
Yes. At one point on his podcast, he is talking about, he's like, oh yeah, my game's about to come out. And the guy's like, you keep using that word game, not project, but game. And he's like, yeah, it is a game. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
It's so fun.
And at that point, the game didn't work. So
yeah,
maybe it's a really fun game idea that makes you money.
Is it? It's an idle game where you do nothing. Not an idle. An idle.
Like, yeah, IDLE. But not even that. It's like you bought a picture. And then with that picture, you have the chance to make another picture.
Now speaking of pictures, and this was a funny part because because I've heard Logan Paul explaining he's explaining and he's like, this is going to be so good. You can trade. We're going to have custom made pictures by artists that, I've commissioned. They're all good. Turns out they're just fucking stock photos.
Yeah. Yeah. So so the pictures of the animal stock photos, and you can imagine the hybrid animals, like
they're just stock.
They're stock photos put together by someone.
Yeah. They're photoshopped together and they look stupid.
It's, and so the thing that I described at the beginning of this, that's the game. That's the quote unquote game. Like imagine if, you were doing like Pokemon cards, right? But like you can hold Pokemon cards and that would give you some sort of like plastic token that you could retrieve for pizza at Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. It's like that.
Okay, wait. So, like, I'll further elaborate on that. So, they're like Pokemon cards, except you can't touch them. They weren't made for any gaming, and they're worthless.
Yeah, correct. You got it.
That's all it is. There's no game.
Yeah.
You buy eggs, you hatch them, and then you hold them.
Yeah.
And do nothing.
Yep.
There's not. It sounds like a scam. Like, why didn't he add anything else?
I mean, the thing is, why would you? Why would you?
Yeah. Why put effort into a scam?
Why do it? You know.
And the thing is, like, when he like released it, the eggs weren't even hatching.
Yeah. It was. So like, CoffeeZilla does this whole thing. The people that are involved. One, there's a guy who just lied about all of his credentials. Said he went to MIT, didn't go to MIT. Said he worked for the NFL doing sports analysis. He didn't work for the NFL doing sports analysis. He said that he was an orphan. He's not an orphan. And the other guy, Crypto King, this man who calls himself the Crypto King.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Who he knows.
He's worked with Logan Paul before with the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, he has. And he basically, what they were doing is before they launched the whole CryptoZoo project, they launched it without telling anyone so that they could purchase a bunch of coins cheaply. Specifically because whenever they did publicly release it, a bunch of people would be purchasing it, making the price go up, and then they could sell it for a lot of money. So this is like
a rug pull.
It is called a rug pull. So, but it's only a rug pull if you like basically kill the project with that. So like there's a YouTuber and noted human garbage, Ice Poseidon. He made a crypto coin talking about how, it's, the part of the community. He's like, people in his community can like purchase this crypto coin. It's going to help him out. And they're going to like do stuff with it in the community. And then it wasn't long before all of a sudden he sells everything, cancels the whole project. No one gets their money back, and he just takes it. And he's still streaming, and no one can sue him for it. Do you know why? Because crypto has no regulations.
That's right, yeah. And the thing is, like, I guess Logan Paul was probably trying to plan the same thing, but he is an even bigger name than Ice Poseidon. Mm-hmm. So, like, it hit him harder.
Yeah.
And CoffeeZilla, doing his due diligence since last year, not in December, like Logan Paul tried to pawn off to people.
Yeah,
he tried to message him to be on the ground floor of interviewing him and talking to him about CryptoZoo. Couldn't get a hold of him. Logan Paul has him blocked on Twitter. He has him blocked everywhere. Can't get a hold of him. And so, like, CoffeeZilla tries. Steven is his name. Steven tries to still contact him through his manager, and his manager is just pushing him out.
Yep.
And then once the whole big expose comes out, Logan's like, he didn't even try to contact me. Yeah, not until December the 23rd.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you're gonna come out here and lie to us, why didn't you want to talk to me? And then on Twitter, after that, Logan, CoffeeZilla is like, here's where I tried to contact you in 2021.
Yeah.
But you didn't answer me.
It was like, this three-part video comes out, right? Everybody is watching it. Everybody is calling him a scammer. I mean, like, it is a big deal, especially definitely on YouTube. A bunch of like YouTube reactors are now reacting to those videos and calling Logan Paul a scam artist, which is like unfortunate because for the past few years, Logan Paul has actually been like sort of on the come up. Like, the most like scammy that he got was like this stupid fucking Dink Doink project.
Dink Doink.
But like,
did he make money on it? I don't think he did.
He probably didn't. But like, even if he did, it was like the idea was like, oh, we're gonna use this crypto and we're gonna make a cartoon. We're gonna like it's an interactive media experience, and like stuff was produced. So it's like, okay, it was shitty, but you didn't just like steal people's money. And so I
don't think anyone believed him. Like, how could you? Like, that's such a stupid name.
I mean, Logan's fans are usually sort of young, and he's, again, like, he's been like on the come up for the past, like a couple of years after the Suicide Forest thing. If you don't know, basically, he was in Japan being a complete dickhead.
I hate that video.
And at the end of the video, he goes to the Suicide Forest, which, like, there's a path you're supposed to walk through the Suicide Forest to get to, like, a shrine or whatever.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to film in there.
You're not supposed to film in there. And then Logan Paul decided to just, like, go into the Suicide Forest area and find someone who hung themselves and fully showed this corpse on YouTube. Fucking idiot.
He's wearing the Toy Story alien hat looking like a jackass.
Yeah, it's real bad. So like after that, he basically like he shuts up for a while and he's like, oh, I'm gonna work on myself. But then like during 2020, 2021, he was doing like he was talking about civil rights, and he was doing he
was doing boxing,
he was doing boxing, he was doing Pokemon cards. He revived the whole Pokemon card industry. The reason why Pokemon cards got big again is because of Logan Paul, probably. And so like, a bunch of kind of innocuous but like okay things, and it's like, all right, he's kind of like becoming more mature. He's not like talking a bunch of shit.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah, and then this shit happens, which like personally, I don't think so. Like, full disclosure here, Logan Paul didn't make any money off of this scam. And the reason why he didn't make any money is because
he wasn't fast enough.
The people that he was working with rug pulled him before they could rug pull together, basically. So
and now
he's
that's his defense. He's like, well, I didn't make any money on it.
Yeah, how could it be a scam if I didn't make any money?
I'm like, you dumbass. They beat you to the punch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they scammed you at your own scam.
Yeah.
Beat you to the punch to where you couldn't do anything about it, and now you're just left with all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
so everybody is popping off talking about how shitty Logan Paul is. He hasn't said anything yet. Well,
he did make that 7-minute terrible video.
He finally comes out and is like, hey, I'm going to respond to these accusations. Wait for my YouTube video tomorrow.
Everyone thought it was like, oh shit, maybe he's got something we don't know.
Yeah.
He had nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
He had nothing.
In the video, he here are the points that he went over. He was like, CoffeeZilla used to work with the police, but they said that he like his sources, like his information was not trustworthy. Hey, one of the people that he said I scammed also scammed other people, and the people that I worked with were criminals. They're criminals.
He didn't tell you that. Yeah, he didn't tell you that, did he?
Yeah, not me, but them. Yeah. I got crimed on, actually.
Well, you see, I knew they were criminals, but you didn't tell the people that they were.
Yeah, hey, when you think about it, I'm the real victim here. You fucking asshole.
I'm like, you motherfucker, you they were criminals. You found that out. You didn't say anything.
And then he's like, yeah, so like if you want to talk, you could come on my podcast and we can talk.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, all that money you got from your Patreon, all your little fucking shekels, you better get them together because I'm going to sue your ass.
Yeah, well, it's defamation, bro.
Yeah, you recorded my manager, without him knowing that that you were recording him.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you don't know, CoffeeZilla lives in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and the law in Texas is it's a one party only knowledge recording.
Mm-hmm.
So he was well within his rights.
Yeah, so there's a couple of misconceptions about that. That is one of them, which is so if you are having a conversation with somebody who is in a two-party state. So basically what this law boils down to is your reasonable right to privacy, which is also something the Supreme Court is maybe taking away.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But the
Yeah.
Texas is a one-party consent state, so if you call someone in Texas and they're also in Texas, you can record them without them knowing, and it's fine. You've consented to be recording, so it's okay.
Yeah, by living in Tejas.
Right, and so, but if you're calling someone in California, California has a two-party consent, so you have to be like, "Hey, is it cool that I'm recording this? This call is being monitored and recorded for quality purposes or whatever." Like that's what that's about, right? Is to give you knowledge and ability to hang up if you want to. So the thing is, if it were ever challenged in a court of law, somebody said like, "Hey, this guy recorded me without me knowing it. That's bad," and then he leaked it to the internet, right?
Mhm.
There is a challenge there with like I'm in a two-party consent state. He's in a one-party consent state. And usually a court of law will pick the stricter law to go with. So they would probably go with a two-party consent state. However, the question then is, does he have a reasonable right to privacy? And if up front in the call, like obviously CoffeeZilla like takes the important parts of the call and puts those on the internet because those are interesting. You don't get the first like, hey, this is who I am. I want to talk to you about XYZ. So like his manager could have consented to being on the phone and recorded, but like we have no idea. The other thing is if he on the phone is like, hey, this is who I am. I'm a journalist doing an investigation on CryptoZoo. I was wondering if you could I could ask you a few questions about it. Then is there a reasonable right to privacy in that? And the answer is it depends on the court, basically. But I usually a court would lean toward like, well, this is a pretty large project. He did say he was a journalist on the phone. You probably don't have a reasonable expectation to privacy here.
Yeah. Also, he didn't really say anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you heard it, CoffeeZilla was all like, "Hey, my name is CoffeeZilla. I'm a journalist. I just, I've been trying to get a hold of Logan Paul. Do you?" And Mark, his manager, was like, "Nope, he's not available. You are not going to talk to him." CoffeeZilla's like, "Well, I want to talk to him about CryptoZoo and it being a scam and blah blah blah."
Mm-hmm.
And Mark was like, "Nope, no comment. We're not going to talk to you." I mean,
yeah. The thing is, there was another call between them whenever he's like, hey, so like, I talked to this other journalist that said that this guy that you hired that lied about being an orphan, he told you that he lied about being everything like a month before this project launched. What up with that? His manager was like, well, I can't say anything about like, the sort of like NFL side of it, but like, the two people we talked to had nothing but good things to say about him. So like we did our vetting for him. We're going to keep working with him. Which is like horrific. Whenever somebody is like, hey, I can prove to you that this man lied about a bunch of shit, you don't be like, I'm not going to believe you. I'll believe my friend Terry.
Yeah.
My friend Terry can eat 13 breadsticks at the Olive Garden.
I've once seen Terry eat 12 hot dogs in a row and he wasn't even in a contest.
Yeah, it was amazing. You're going to come up against that? Stupid. Get out of here.
Like, even that conversation, like, there was nothing really defamatory or, like, anything. So, like, the only thing he could sue him for is, like, hey, he recorded me without my knowledge, which would, like, what would even be the outcome? Like, a misdemeanor, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, it's apparently a $2,500 fine for your first offense that's been, like, convicted, and then it's a $10,000 fine if you've been convicted previously, which he hasn't been, so.
Yeah, so that's, like, pennies. That's, like, pennies to him. And, like, it's already out there, so even if he did take it off his thing. Someone I'm sure recorded that.
Yeah.
So like,
So Logan Paul does this video trying to do a takedown / rebuttal of CoffeeZilla. Then the new episode of his podcast comes out, which just goes through, and he's like, well, I said CoffeeZilla could come on the podcast. He didn't respond. So, what we're going to do is my friend over here is going to ask me the questions that CoffeeZilla probably would ask me, and I'll answer those questions.
You're
Just the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, we've gotten to his mind. We got a CoffeeZilla just mentalist.
Yeah.
And and he figured out just through watching his shows, and he figured what he was gonna ask you. And you don't even have to go talk to CoffeeZilla. These are the questions he was gonna ask. We know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they continue to ask the stupidest questions. Just the bare bones ass questions.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, how could it be a scam if he didn't make any money?" Like, it's all just dumb questions like that.
Yeah.
And
it's fucking posturing, is what it is.
It is posturing. And I think my favorite part of it is when his friend, who's supposed to be asking him his questions, was like, when we were in Qatar, bro, and you saw you saw the news for the first time, I could see the fucking pain in your eyes, bro. I could see the pain in your eyes. I was like, this is uncomfortable. Please stop talking about the pain that you saw in your friend's eye. I gazed deep into your soul, bro.
When we were partying neck deep in fucking in hot babes, I saw the sadness in your eyes.
In Qatar.
When we were on vacation, I saw the deep sadness in your eyes. Like, your soul cried out to me. I'm like, let's kiss him already.
Yeah. Just come on. Stop involving me.
Yeah, I'm like, God, why? Oh, Logan Paul, why? That didn't sound cringy to you. Why did you stop him?
Well, just stop it. Be like, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop.
Yeah, I'm like, just be like, no, don't say that. Cut that. You saw what was gonna come out in the podcast. You had to have listened to it.
just be like, cut like 5 minutes of this, please, because he goes on for. It'd be great if he's for 5 minutes. He's like, and it reminded me of when I was a kid and I was sad about something, and so it felt like you were being sad about something that I was sad about, and then I just imagined the long, beautiful life we could have together, where I would make sure that you were never sad again, bro.
It was very nostalgic, and it made me want to get on my knees and ask for marriage, so that way I could keep the people from hurting you ever again. So that way you could be in my big buff arms, and I'll cuddle you, and we'll make sure that no one ever hurts you again.
No one's ever gonna hurt you again, Logie.
No one. Oh, old Paulie, big LP. I never want you to be hurt. Just give him a little kiss on the forehead. I don't want you to hurt. I don't want you to be hurt.
It's so this comes out. Everybody is universally like, well, this is fucking nothing, and this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, why are y'all sucking each other's dick? Like,
and he's still talking about filing a defamation lawsuit against CoffeeZilla.
But he put out a Twitter statement. It's just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's just like, my bad. I'll try to be better. And he actually put out a statement in his Discord, which he hasn't used for a year, by the way.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, he made the CryptoZoo Discord, posted 3 times in the whole year.
Ooh.
And now he's posting in there again.
Hell yeah. Well, he basically said, hey, I'm not going to file a defamation lawsuit. In fact, I'm glad he brought this to light, which is just a way of trying to reclaim this and save face. But my favorite thing about that is that in the course of those 2 videos and some tweets and stuff,
a week.
He may have also bought himself a defamation lawsuit.
Oh no!
Not just from CoffeeZilla, right? Because remember at the beginning, it's like, well, he worked with law enforcement, and they said that he wasn't reliable or whatever. So there's some stuff in there that CoffeeZilla, if he wanted to, could be like, yeah, we're gonna, whatever.
Yeah.
But also, if a defamation lawsuit went to court, one
Now he
one
has
of the
ammo.
one of the immediate defenses is like, well, all the stuff that I said is true,
Yeah.
and that means that they can just do discovery on all of the CryptoZoo stuff, not just the stuff that like was given to
I found.
CoffeeZilla, not just the stuff that he did recordings on. They could actually verify everything, which would be probably horrendous for
Oh God, yeah.
not just Logan Paul, but everybody involved.
It probably wouldn't end him or like bankrupt him, but man, it'd probably be a death blow to his wallet.
Yeah, Logan Paul's gonna be rich forever. He's got too many products.
Yeah, he's gonna be rich forever, but it would probably put a nice dent in it.
Oh yeah,
and it would probably hurt his character more than he already has in this past week, to where like he's lost everyone's trust. He would probably just go back to making stupid ass videos and people would forget. But then if he was going to do something like this again, people would be like, oh, I don't believe him.
It's just like CryptoZoo, but watch out.
It's Dink Doink and CryptoZoo all over again.
He's going to sue you. But like the other thing that has like the other person that has a way stronger case for defamation would be the developer that he said stole a bunch of money from him and fled the country. So CoffeeZilla kept this guy anonymous. He said, like, we're just going to call him Z developer or whatever, Z programmer. And he kept him anonymous, had a voice changer on him. And like this guy talked to him very extensively about like the project, and we never got paid. So we didn't give him the code and all this. Well, then Logan Paul decides to say like, you didn't say that like his name is this, like this is his full name, and you didn't say that he was also a felon. So he was known for obstructing justice and also for robbing a liquor store when he was younger. So he's like,
here's his picture.
And here's his picture, right? And the thing is, the picture that he shows is him in an orange jumpsuit. That is a photoshopped picture, because it is a regular picture of him with a photoshopped yellow or orange jumpsuit on top. So if you put those two things together, coupled with the fact that this man is not a public figure, all that you have to prove in that case is that Logan Paul was negligent in basically defaming this person. So like if this guy has any troubles getting a job in the future, be like, oh, fucking Logan Paul said you're a scam artist, and I believe Logan Paul because I'm a maverick. Because
I'm prime time.
Yeah, because I'm prime time. then yeah, from that point on, it's like, well, all right, I better go fucking sue Logan Paul because I can't get a job because people think that I'm a scam artist and I'm not. And so he may have bought himself a lawsuit with that, which is like really cool.
I'd do it. Why not?
Dude, yeah, of course.
Yeah, like easily make a couple mil off Logan Paul and like fucking Fortnite default dance on him all the way to the bank.
Yeah, just like I would love as soon as you left the courtroom, just like turn around to look at the bench and fucking default dance on him in the hallway.
Give him the old default dance in Orange Justice all the way out the door. Just
make sure you're wearing an orange suit. Just fucking. Just hit him with the default dance and like he's then his next podcast. Yeah, we got out of the court. This guy fucking default dances on me. Is that the character of like of an innocent man? No.
Yeah. What a fucking adult, right?
Wow. Like, justice was really served here. I had to pay this man who default danced on me $6 million for defamation. Ridiculous.
Real fucking mature, right?
Yeah.
Justice is blind, I guess.
I'm going to move to Romania. That way me and my brother, Andrew Tate, can be together.
and his fucking podcast guy, Mike, is just like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Just fucking.
Hey, we gotta stay here. We gotta stay here. We're just gonna get married. It'll be fine. Come on.
Yeah, just stay here. Andrew Tate already got caught. We just gotta stay here and get married and be low key.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we gotta get married, so it's less suspicious. Come on, bro.
Yeah, look, see if they think you're gay, they'll forgive you.
Yeah, it's fine. That's
Eh,
how
and
being
look,
canceled works.
and you see, we're not gay, but we will make out and make sweet, sweet love, and just to show them that you're innocent.
Now
Just
we got to show we got to make it really convincing for everyone. Okay.
fucking God.
Come,
I
just
swear.
put your tongue on mine for this photo. It'll be
Look,
funny.
oh, oh, dude, look, a fucking what are they called? Paparazzi. Look, it's paparazzi. Make out with me. Oh yes. Just fucking. God, it's speaking of Andrew Tate, fucking got caught up to the jail.
Yeah.
He got fucking clowned on.
Yeah.
Fucking Greta Thunberg
Mhm.
and the pizza place fucking got him.
Yeah, I'm really glad that he's at the very least out of the public eye again. He was banned from Twitter for a long time, and then Elon Musk took over and was just like, "Hey, do you remember that scene in Hercules where like all the Titans get out of jail? I'm gonna do that." And everybody was like, "Hey, they're probably in jail for oh shit, he's doing it."
Dude, but the thing is, like, good thing he did because in this case.
Mm-hmm.
This is like good thing he did for Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Because it immediately backfired on him.
Yeah, so apparently, like, the Romanian police, basically, Andrew Tate's a known misogynist and, like, piece of shit, and he got arrested for human trafficking and charges of rape. So he got arrested because, like, the Romanian police were, like, building a case against him, and the timing happened to be pretty coincidental that he put out a video response to Greta. He basically was like, Greta needs to have sex, which is gross.
Yeah, well, it is gross to say, but like people forget like she's 20. Then they're like, oh, well, she's 20. It's still really gross to be like, it sounds like you just need to get laid, nerd. That's like,
yeah. The thing is, those people have been saying that about her since she was like 15. So it's fucking real bad. But like. He basically put out that video, and within a couple of days, he gets arrested by the Romanian police. So everybody was like, "Oh my god!" They took a look at the fucking pizza box, knew that he was in Romania, and got him. It was the Romanian police have confirmed it was coincidental,
okay,
but funny.
They just had a magnifying glass on that guy, like because they knew that he got his Twitter back, so they were gonna like, okay, he's gonna post his like whereabouts or whatever. We'll find it. It just so happens he wanted to flex on fucking Greta Thunberg, like, and he gave himself away.
Yeah,
it's so stupid. Why he fucked himself?
Listen, sometimes you just gotta I guess eat pizza on YouTube to own the libs. I don't really know how it works.
She tells him you got small pee-pee, and then he makes a video. Would a guy with a small wiener do this? Get arrested.
I couldn't possibly have a small wiener. It's in a mugshot now. Joke's on you, dumbass.
Yeah. Joke's on you.
No one in prison has a small pee-pee.
Wait a minute. Oh no.
Oh shit. I committed to the bit too hard.
Fucking swept away. As soon as he posts the video, fucking swapped through his window.
Just exploding through. It's on the fucking ground.
He's
Put
like,
the pizza down, dumbass.
He's like, oh shit, because he's English. Oh no. Fucking.
Oh no. Oh gov.
Hello, governor! All the way on the fucking ground.
Everybody police are like, why do you Brits always do this? Shut up!
Like, fucking, he's Romanian, but he was born in Romania, and he's lived in, like, England most of his life, so he has that accent.
Yeah, but actually, I think he was born in America.
Was he? I thought he was born. Well,
I think he was born in the USA, and then I think his dad's American, and then he grew up in
his
the
dad's
UK.
Romanian. He's
is he? Okay.
He's a Romanian chess champion.
Hell yeah.
That's why Andrew Tate's all about, like, you gotta fucking play chess if you're an alpha. because like
Fucking
he learned
dork.
from his fucking dad, and his dad's a piece of shit as well.
Hell yeah.
Fucking he's domestic violence against his wife and cheats on her and shit.
Yeah. Listen, I
That's
mean,
and
when you can only hold so much information in your brain at any given time, and whenever you play chess, it's all got to be chess moves. So like,
yeah.
you can't be doing shit like remembering recipes or birthdays or how to not be shitty.
Yeah, I mean that's just too much info.
It's
You
no
gotta
one
you
can do
gotta
that.
you gotta memorize all the moves and all the fucking Hemlock Grove. I don't know what the fucking chess moves
Yeah,
are.
you got to do en passant, and you gotta have your opening. You gotta know how to do like the 1955 French chess championship. Whenever the guy did the old dirty cum rag, and you gotta know that opening just in case Magnus Carlsen decides to come up and really school you, hit you with the rag.
You can only counter it with some good with the cake fart.
Yeah, you could only counter it. In fact, that move had no recourse for 2 years. No one who played second in chess won anything. No one could get around the old dirty cum rag until the cake fart came out. All right.
Yeah, and that was like a stroke of brilliance, like for real. So now like it's banned at tournaments.
Yeah, that's science.
Yeah, it's science. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go ahead and give out a hot take.
Okay.
Chess is fucking stupid.
Damn! Why do you think chess is stupid?
Because you got to use your brain, and I hate using that thing.
know. God, I knew that was going to be it. The thing is, Fee plays Kingdom Hearts and is like, I fucking hate puzzles. And they're like the babiest of baby puzzles. Fee's like, I've been inconvenienced for 30 seconds. I am over it.
Well, it's any game that has a puzzle. I just don't like puzzles.
Yeah. The thing is, like, chess, to me, chess is kind of cool until you get to high levels.
I think chess wants to be cool. I think people that play chess think that they're cool for doing it.
Probably. That's probably true. But, like, just like with anything, once you get high enough level, to me, that sucks all the fun out of it. So, like, high level Fortnite, when you're like, oh, I hit someone from across the map. I got a really good shot, but they didn't die. Oh, there's a whole fucking castle now because they've all like trained their fingers to be like, all right, turn 30 degrees, hit F2, which is bound to like create sideways the thing, open door, open that door, close door, build another thing, change this. Like they all know how to like do some shit, and you're like, this is fucking terrible. But like whenever you whenever you're playing and you're like, oh, I'm getting kind of good at this game. And then you come up against somebody who like, oh, I'm playing 8 hours a day. I'm like thinking about the core mechanics of the game. And we're coming up with like strategies that nobody's ever fucking seen before. You're like, wow, I have Whataburger to eat. I don't care that much. Sorry.
It's like just a casual player going up against a pro, and the pro doesn't even care that you're a casual player. He's like bringing out all the stops. Mm-hmm. He can't just turn his brain off to be like, let's just have a fun match.
Well, that's the thing is like, once you, in chess in particular, once you hit a certain level, it's not so much that you like know how to play chess or that like you're good at like reading your opponent's moves. You have to have sort of a category of like, oh, with this opening, these are my defenses. With that opening, these are my defenses. I have my openings memorized. This person has his openings memorized. And then like, oh, 14 moves down, I know that like I want to have this piece here and I want these two pieces gone. What pieces do I have to connect with? And like, it's interesting in that you sort of have to try and read the future to like, beat someone. But it's also really bad in that the information that you have to try and read the future is like an entire history's worth of like, yes, this very famous game where the old
Yeah,
the
you,
old
you have
bearded pirate captain finally made an appearance. And
you have to study like textbooks worth of moves.
mhm.
You have to study like past champions worth of move just in case someone might employ their game.
Yeah.
Just oh no, fuck that.
Yeah, and
Just
like, so I was listening to Trash Taste, and Connor used to be a like sort of like chess kid. He played in like a lot of chess
that
tournaments and was
sounds
like,
about right.
yeah, he was like really good at chess. And he said that one of the things about it that he hated was that like he had to try too hard, and that like if you make a mistake, the game is no longer about the game is no longer about winning or like trying to make a recovery. The game is now trying to just do a battle of wills. So like if you've done something and you're like, oh shit, they took my rook, they took my pawn, God forbid they took my queen or whatever, I now like it would be very difficult for me to win this. The goal is no longer I want to win. The goal is I want this match to take as long as possible. So you like pull all of your shit back and you're just moving around to try and not get anything captured. Like you take maybe a pawn here, pawn there, but like you're not making any big moves. You're not setting up any elaborate traps. You're just fucking running away. And the reason why you do this is because you're waiting for your opponent's mental fortitude to reach the point at which they make a big mistake. And then maybe you capitalize on that, or maybe they just get bored and they give up. So that's how you get to the point where you're like, oh, I made one mistake here. Well, I guess this game is now going to take 7 hours.
Fuck. God no. God no. Just keep chess away from me. Give me good old checkers.
I guarantee you there's been checkers games that have taken a fucking hour to finish.
See, but like that's fine. Like it's either like move a spot and get jumped. Like it's not critical thinking. Other like if I move here, they'll jump me there. But if I move here, they'll double jump me here. So take the 1 or take the 2. So like what? It's not that hard. Just and chess is our checkers isn't that high stakes. Like you're never like, oh, should I use fucking Dionysus's checkers strategy? Fucking there no.
I am gonna go ahead and call you on that because I just Googled it. Ask him about the longest game he has played, and he says it lasted 7 hours and 30 minutes and ended in a draw with Derek Oldberry of Great Britain. What he doesn't say is that the marathon game in 1958 set a world record for length. Yeah.
For checkers?
For checkers.
Oh, you know what? Fuck board games.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, not all of them, just checkers and chess. We could still play Monopoly.
Monopoly is way worse than all of that put together.
Dude, but somehow Monopoly's more fun.
It is not.
I think the fact that you get like money makes you like more excited. Like moving around the board, you can get the little cards, you get money. I don't know. Something about Monopoly, because they like incentivize you with, ooh, you get a hotel, you get a motel, ooh, someone's gonna land on your spot, you're getting money.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that gives me way more pleasure than fucking working my brain double time for chess or checkers.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is random too. So, like,
I love
the
that
thing
RNG.
is, there is strategy to Monopoly in that it's like, what things am I going to buy? How am I going to cut deals? Stuff like that.
You gotta get the boardwalk. You gotta
You
get boardwalk.
You do not have to get boardwalk.
You gotta get the blues.
Fee, I have some stats here. You wanna have some fun?
Okay, yeah, let's do
What
it.
do you think? How long do you think the longest game of Monopoly that was ever played in a treehouse was?
In a tree. What? Oh wait, don't tell me. But are they kids?
Don't know. No idea.
I am gonna go out on a limb here and say 42 hours.
286 hours.
Oh!
Longest game underground.
Ooh, okay. So the first one was 280 hours, right?
Mm-hmm. That was the longest one, I'm going to say. Of the
I
ones that I'm going to say, except for one of them.
I'm gonna say 120 hours.
Just 100. You were very close. Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Longest
Okay.
game in a bathtub? I don't know
Is
why
this
they
longer-
have these stats.
I guess people just want to win world records. I mean,
Yeah.
is this longer than the first one?
No. It's
Uh,
not longer than the second one either.
80 hours.
99 hours.
Oh, so close. Okay.
And finally, well, I guess next to last. Longest game upside down.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, you can't stay upside down that long because like blood rushes to your head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 48 hours.
36 hours. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Right there is where they were like, I can't. I did it for a day and a half. I can't fucking do it.
Anymore, they'd probably die.
Yes. And the longest game ever played, which is not an official world record, was 1,680 hours.
Fuck my life. What? How?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I just want to play like an hour of Monopoly. That's all I want to do.
Here's what I imagine. I imagine this was a game. I imagine the game started between 4 people, and then like 6 hours in, one of them goes bankrupt, right? Divvy it up. Another 4 hours in, we're 10 hours in now. The second one goes bankrupt. And the final 2 people that are left just don't want to sell to each other.
Oh my god. They're at a stalemate.
So what they do is they're like, fine, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to, like, all the stuff has already been bought and sold. We've maxed out our properties as much as we can. And that's it. We're just going to nickel and dime each other until someone dies. And fucking 1,600 hours later, finally, somebody lost.
Do they have to stay at the table, or do they get to like go home and sleep?
That's a good question.
Do
I don't know, but like for my rules, what I would count is like you have to stay at the table. You can sit in a comfy chair and like fall asleep if you want. You can't get up except for bathroom breaks. That would be my thing.
Ooh. What about food?
Yeah, you can eat at the table while you play.
Yeah, but like, are you gonna get up and make it, or are you gonna have someone bring it to
You
you?
gotta have someone bring it to you. Get
Well,
that
what if y'all
DoorDash and be like, hey, I need you to not only drop it off at my house, but I need you to come in and put it next to my Monopoly table.
I guess there has to be like a truce whenever they're like, okay, we need to sleep for a few hours, so we're gonna put this Monopoly lock on top of it.
Listen,
Oh.
just to make sure that no funny business is happening, we're gonna put a big like dinner plate on top of everything
Yeah,
to make sure.
Dinner cover.
Yeah, a cloche is what it's called. We're gonna put a big metal cloche on top.
And we're gonna lock it up, and I'm gonna hire someone to make sure that none of us get up.
Yep.
God, that's okay. So like, I like Monopoly. I like board games, but like, it doesn't have to be that serious, man.
No, it doesn't.
Just, I mean, if you're like, if it's me and you, and we're just like at the very end, like, after a while, I probably know that you will give in before me, but like, I'll be like, you know what, man, I'm tired. Let's just, you win, whatever.
Hey, how about this? We'll do it. We'll do a dice roll. You roll one, I'll roll the other. Whoever gets highest wins.
I'm
Fuck
like,
it.
I don't even care at this point. Fucking after like an hour, and like it's just down to you and I, and I'm just like, I'm done, dude.
I'm done. You know what? It's all over.
The only reason I want to play Monopoly is the Lord of the Rings Monopoly. I want to get the Horn of Gondor.
Hell yeah.
Fucking broop, boop.
That's the Horn of Gondor. If you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, you know that iconic sound of the Horn of Gondor. Broop-a-bee.
we used to play Lord of the Rings Monopoly at Colby's house when we were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We would start off our nights that way. Like after we got in, everyone to sleep. Maybe we watched some TV or played a game for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Mike would be like, "How's about a rousing game of Monopoly?" And then we'd fucking play Monopoly for like a good hour or two.
Yeah, dude. The thing
And
is,
I'd always lose.
yes, and we also never played according to like the actual rules. I don't think anyone does really, but like we did the rule where it's like any money that was supposed to go to like taxes and like bankruptcy, that just goes in the middle, and then whenever you land on free parking, you get the middle money. That's not a rule.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like we would do that. We would also do it to where like if you purchased a house or a hotel, you could get 1-to-1 all of your money back if you sold it, which is like not a great idea, but like we did it anyway.
Yeah, it would always just be Colby and Mike, and I would lose, not early on, but like halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
I make bad decisions. I have bad rolls, and I just lose. I'm like, well, I'm done, I guess. And then I go and eat something out of Colby's fridge.
Yeah, Fee's strategy would evolve sometimes, but most of the time it was just like, I'm gonna get all the railroads. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna get all the purples. And we're like, why? And he's like, well, every time you land on my thing, you're gonna pay me $20. Okay.
I'm like, hey, every little bit counts.
The thing is, it doesn't. In Monopoly, every little bit does not count, actually.
No, we also played the Game of Life, which is a very fun game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Game of Life is more like you don't play to see who what's it called, who wins. It's just to see who does better by the end.
Hell yeah.
And to make fun of everyone's choices when they land on the choice. So.
Yeah, it's man. It's you just play by whatever rules. And like the Lord of the Rings Monopoly also came with like its own rules, like whenever you move the one ring to fucking put this here, and then when you do the Horde of Gondor, like we were like, none of this matters. Fuck this.
Yeah. And we were doing this like all sober. We were just jerking around the fucking Monopoly set and just having a good old time.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
Man,
good shit.
That reminds me. So my sister is 8 years older than I am. So she moved out and went to like an automotive school, and then after like a year or so, maybe a year and a half, she came back for Thanksgiving. And so like I'm in junior high at this point, maybe. And she brought her boyfriend with her, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to play Monopoly?" And I was like, "I guess." I've never played Monopoly really seriously before. Okay. The thing is, what I didn't know, like I was getting in this game and I was like, I'm so fucking bored. Oh my God. And like they were having like heated debates about the rules and like what stuff was supposed to be happening. And one of them was like, yeah, the guy was like, you could make probably some better choices here. And I was like, I think I'm just going to quit. I think this is stupid. It turns out that's what they did every day. So the two of them lived together, and they would like at night just play 2 or 3 games of Monopoly with each other every day.
Why?
I don't know.
There's nothing better to do than fucking couples of Monopoly. Ew.
That's the thing, is like, apparently they didn't have cable, and like, I think that, oh yeah. So she was like, she had like come to like visit earlier, and she's like, hey, can I take the Super NES with me back to my apartment? And my parents were like, at this point, I was on N64, maybe GameCube. And my parents were like, no, that's Colby's Super NES. Yeah. And she was like, but I mean, he's not even playing with it. And they were like, yeah, but like it's his, so you got to go ask him. My sister was like, can I take your Super NES with me? And I went, no, She was like, why? And I was like, you break everything you take. No. Because she did. She had a very large reputation in my family of like, hey, can I borrow this? And then it either gets lost or fucking thrown in a puddle or some shit. And so I was like, no, you can't take my Super NES. And come to find out, it's because she had nothing to do in her apartment. She's like, it would be nice if I could play Mario Kart in my apartment or something. I was like, no, you sit in the dark and be poor.
You be bored and you like it.
Yeah, God.
Like, she couldn't just buy like a cheap $10 DVD player and just, I don't know, ask for DVDs?
Okay, so what she ended up doing is I think she got a Super NES like secondhand at a pawn shop or whatever for like $30 and then got a couple of games from that.
Back when it was cheap to do so?
Yeah. Man. I like that whole saga of her, like, you know, coming back and visiting and me being like, you know what? I'm going to take a stand. No, you can't have any of my things. And then later finding out that like, oh, this is because she has nothing. Okay.
Oh, well now I feel like a little asshole.
Ooh. Yes.
Hey, look, there's nothing you could do about it right now. But I mean, you can feel bad.
I guess that doesn't help anyone, but yes.
Listen, I didn't like lending out my things either, so I'm with you. My brother wanted to borrow my original Xbox for the longest time, and he lived next door to me. And I didn't until finally he like begged me, and I was like, yeah, okay, but you got to keep it in your living room. I was so afraid that he was going to sell it.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
That I didn't want him to, so I'm like, you're gonna keep it in your living room, and I'm gonna come by, and I'm gonna fucking check it every fucking day, and the minute it's not here, ooh, you're gonna get it.
Oh,
so like at the time, I had a PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, and I only played my Xbox for like a few games, mostly for like Halo or The Suffering or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
and I would always bring it to your place.
Yeah.
For Halo. But like I had all my games on the PS2, so like he was right. I wasn't playing it as much.
Yeah.
And he was 10, 20 feet away from me. So I could keep an eye on it. So I gave in finally. I let him borrow it, and he was so excited. But he wasn't like your sister. He had a DVD player and he had stuff to do. He had cable. Yeah. He just wanted to play games again, but didn't want to buy something for himself.
Oh, man. That's rough. I don't know what I would do, man. That's like, even if my sister was like next door to us, I'm like, you don't like, so do you remember there was a, you probably don't actually, there was a mini series on TV called Merlin starring Sam O'Neill.
No,
or Sam Neill. Yeah, Sam Neill. And it was like it was a mini series, and he was playing Merlin. Helena Bonham Carter was in it. Fucking Rucker Hauer was in it.
Oh no!
It was great, actually. Like, it was like kind of campy, but like very cool. For me at the time, I was like, wow, this is incredible. And my mom loved it too, and so for Christmas one year, I found that they put out, just to date myself and date when this was, I found that they put out like a box set of VHSs of the whole mini series, and it was like a 3 VHS collection or some shit. So I gave that to her for Christmas, and she was like, "Wow, this is great, thank you." And my sister was like, "Hey, can I borrow that?" Fucking never saw it again.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That sucks. Oh no.
Yeah.
That I remember VHS.
Good stuff.
I have one VHS story, but I don't want to tell it.
Oh no, Fee.
What?
I have one VHS story, but I don't want to tell it. Is the most shameful thing I've ever heard.
Okay, I'll tell it. Like it's same thing. I never saw the VHS again,
Hmm.
but it wasn't like a beloved series that was on TV. Uh, I just happened to have a porno on VHS that
Nice.
I think because my my mom's first boyfriend, my brother's dad,
Mm.
was moving out of his house from down the street, and he was getting rid of a lot of stuff. That's how I got my big red duster.
Oh, nice.
That I was, it was a Marlboro duster, but it didn't say Marlboro on it. But Full Metal Alchemist was big back then,
Hell
so
yeah.
I was like, "Look at me, Edward Elric," and I fucking wore it.
Hell yeah.
And he was giving away VHSs, and we had a VHS player, and some of the movies were cool. I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And some of them were unlabeled. I'm like, "Well, I can see what they are."
Yeah, fuck it.
One of them was a porno,
Hell yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I told nobody about it, and except I told Mike, and Mike had a VHS player, and he asked to borrow it.
Oh
I never,
no.
I never saw it again.
Oh no, Mike.
So I think like after he moved out of his mom's house, maybe he forgot about it. But I was kind of too embarrassed to ask for it back,
Yeah.
so I never did.
Yeah, I mean, how can you be like, hey, fucking, are you done with it, or?
Like, how long are you gonna borrow it? It's like 10 years old. These are old. This
Hey,
is
I'm
an
not.
old porno.
Listen, I'm not saying that like you need to give it back, but I just want you to know that I do still jerk off. So like, maybe one
Look,
day think about it.
look. This is Mike was kind of like, I wouldn't say weird, but like I don't even want to say infatuated with porn, but he did take us into a porn store
Oh yeah,
under the guise that he was going to buy porn DVDs for his friend's bachelor party.
yeah.
And I don't think that happened. Although
I'm skeptical.
I'm skeptical of the reason. I think he just wanted to go in there with people so he wouldn't be embarrassed. But you know,
Yeah,
I'm
same.
I'm not judging. This was before internet was like free on the internet.
Yeah, and God, like porn was just such a like a weird thing to like breach the subject of at the time too, because I like there was at a friend's place. God, I must have been like 9 or 10. And I saw like the weirdest, like it I would say it was probably softcore porn.
Yeah.
And it was like a scrambled thing on TV. It was like the first time I had seen boobs. But the thing is, it wasn't worth it because the story, and this is when porn had stories.
I was like, damn, Kobe's in it for the plot.
The story of it was like this guy owned a strip club, I think, with his wife. I'm really hazy on the details because the audio wasn't like good. But I think he owned like a strip club with his wife, and then he fell in love with one of the strippers and was banging her, and then his wife was like, you know, trying to like rekindle the flame of their like relationship, and then him and his new stripper girlfriend plotted to poison her to death, and so like they drug her, and then like she's like starting to like strip or something, and then she she falls off the stage and hits her head and dies, and then they bury her, and then they have sex in the woods where they buried her. I was like, what is this? This makes me feel bad.
You're like, I can't follow the story at all.
I was like, I hate this. Why is porn like this? Please stop.
I'm gonna date myself too. The first time I saw boobs was like 6 in the 90s. Because I would watch horror movies a lot.
Oh,
and if you know horror movies, there's always a lot of topless scenes. So
nice.
I saw boobs a lot.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was like, I see a little boob, you know, get a little scream. It's great.
But like this wasn't on TV. Like we would back when we'd rent VHSs and like watch movies together as like a family. Not a family, like it'd be me, my brother, and some of my cousins. We would have like a horror night, and we would go watch scary movies at my cousin's house here in town. And you know, of course, Friday the 13th and everything, they have boobs in them,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
especially for fucking like B tier, D tier movie
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
horror. So
For
you're
sure.
gonna see you're gonna see boob.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, that was when I first saw boobs. But my first Cinemax porn was probably when I was like 10 or something, and it was back when we had like I guess cable or satellite,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing like the weekend Cinemax trial, and you watch it for a weekend. If you like it, buy the package.
Oh, nice.
And you know, I was watching through it, and you know, they were giving movies, so I was watching movies, and I was bored one night on the weekend and flipped over. I saw something, a name I didn't recognize. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And whoop, it was Boobles.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Looking around frantically. Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening. Uh-oh. Something's... Is anyone here? Are you all...
Yeah, look,
Am I good?
everyone just. Oh, I'm just gonna watch. But yeah, Cinemax porn is the stupidest thing. There's no. I'm gonna be a little graphic here. There's no penetration.
Mm-hmm.
There's just people bumping hips and boobs a wobbling.
Hell yeah.
And looking back at it now, I'm like, is this arousing for people? Back then, like as a child, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is fucking hot shit. But
Yeah.
like, they're not showing anything. I'm like, is this hot? I'm like,
Yeah, is this... Do people think this is good?
so like, I don't know. It's like I would say that's like PG-13 porn, but it's not like R-rated or X-rated. It's just
Yeah.
like there's boobs and there's the hint of sex maybe going on. It's stupid.
Yeah, good stuff.
But
It's
you know,
just a hint.
just a little hint of the good stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, we're already at the end of the show.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to talk about Trigun, but only one episode came out, and I think it's really good. I think the animation's really good, and you know, I think it comes out Saturdays on Saturday or Friday.
Yeah, go watch a Trigun.
Yeah, Trigun Stampede was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, and
Hell
I'm really excited for more. So let's let a couple episodes go by, and once like 5 or so episodes go, I'll come back and give you a halfway synopsis.
Yeah, really give it time to disappoint us all. And if it doesn't, then we're good.
Yeah, then I'll have nothing but glowing reviews. And yeah, we're at the end of the episode. Colby wanted to talk about like queso, but
Listen, all I have to say about queso is that we got Tex-Mex this weekend while we were up in Dallas, and I was like, you know what, chips and queso sounds nice. And I started eating it, and I took the first bite of queso, and I went, oh, this is Velveeta and Rotel. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. It's been so long since I just had Velveeta and Rotel that I was like, this is good. Don't put any real cheese in here. Just put Velveeta, baby.
God, you always just get fucking queso and chips every fucking Mexican restaurant you go to.
Not everyone, and not all the time anymore. That did used so I used to only get nachos at Mexican food restaurants, because for whatever. So the reason why this happened is because I had a chimichanga in 4th grade that I threw up.
Oh no!
It was a school chimichanga, so that's probably why.
Oh, okay, come on.
But from that point onward, anytime we went to a Tex-Mex place, I was like, I just want chips and cheese. And so I would just get like chips, cheese, maybe a little meat, but that was it. And I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, well, maybe fajita nachos are okay. And then I was like, well, if fajita nachos are okay, maybe fajitas are okay. And then I was like, this these are just tacos, basically, right? And
Yeah.
then now I'm back to like, man, Tex-Mex food's great.
Yeah. Tex-Mex food was always great.
Yeah, it turns out, who knew?
You just been eating the wrong one. You ate school food, which, like, historically isn't food.
Yeah,
Just,
I guess.
God.
Turns out not good. I didn't know.
Yeah, no. So I'm proud of you.
I just ate this chimichanga and threw it up all over my desk, and it's great stuff.
I think people do that because I was the same way. I remember, and this isn't the cake's fault, but I've eaten when I was younger during a birthday. I was having cake, and I think I had too much, and I threw up. And from then on, I was like, nope, hate cake, and I did that for I think 3 years. And I might like those 3 years. My mom's like, "Hey, we're going to your cousin's party. You want pizza cake?" I'm like, "Nope, hate it." I'm like,
yeah.
"I hate cake," and then I realized I'm like, well, cake's not bad. I just ate too much. I was a dumb kid.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do the outro, but I'm also gonna I'm gonna tease. If we remember next time,
Okay.
Remind me to tell you.
I'm writing it down.
Okay, remind me to tell you about how I overcame that with fish in college. Because I definitely got sick eating fish, and let me tell you it's. I promise it's more interesting than it sounds. I'll tell you all about how my life got turned upside down, and I decided to make it right side up. So I fixed my aversion to fish by eating. But I don't know. Anyway, you can listen to this podcast every week, every Wednesday at like 5 a.m. We release the podcast on all audio mediums, so that's Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, basically any audio medium. We release this podcast. We also record it live, though, so if you want to listen to it live, listen to it early, you could follow us on twitch.tv/GoGetUsPod. And you can listen to us there live. We're live right now doing it. And the video from this will be uploaded same day that the audio is, every Wednesday, but a little later on in the afternoon. So you can have a good time there. And all of them have there's a bunch of ability for you to rate and subscribe and thumbs up and stuff.
Yeah, no risk, all reward for us. No risk for liking, subscribing, following, turning on notifications.
Mm-hmm.
All there, all free. And Colby didn't mention.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting. I was waiting for you to come on in.
We got TikTok and YouTube Shorts now.
Yep.
We got an editor. We're pumping them out, baby.
We're doing
There's going to be as of today. Today is Monday the 9th. As of Tuesday the 10th, there'll be a new TikTok and YouTube Short out tomorrow.
Yeah. So get your ass ready.
We got an editor, and he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, just be prepared. Because
be prepared.
Listen, I'm not going to say that this is going to be like that. This is going to blow your whole ass off, but I'm just saying, may want to get a second belt put a little lower down. You know what I mean?
Just in case something gets blown off.
Yeah,
maybe not your ass, but
something.
Just saying, something's gonna get blown off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you find us on all that stuff. And we're all there. And we have more content coming. All free, baby.
Yeah, just go do it. Go find us on all those platforms.
Find us on all those platforms.
And we'll just keep doing it.
All day, every day. 100 years, Colbin Fee, go get us. 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
100
years, Morty.
Thank you. 200 years. Go get us podcast, 200 years. So, here's what I want you to do. I want you... I want you to get Logan Paul.
Preach.
I want you to bring him.
Okay.
I want you to bring him to a room. I want you to show him all your hatched eggs. Mm-hmm. And then... when he's feeling good about himself and he's like, fuck yeah, see, I told you they'd hatch. I want you to get another phone out and show him I want you to show him what the fucking crypto money is at. And then I want you to beat him with those phones. And then go get him.
Go get him! I don't know, man. Have you seen Logan Paul? I mean, listen, I've always said, if somebody wants to fight me, I don't want them to fight me, but like, I'm gonna get my ass beat. It's fine. I know.
I will fight to the bitter end. I will fight anybody.
Yeah, I'm under no delusion though that I'm gonna win. I'm just gonna be beaten almost to death, and that's like whatever. It's fine.
I'm under all the delusion that I will win.
I know. You were like, nah, listen, I could take a professional boxer. You give me 3 months to train up. They won't see it coming.
Did I mention that the phones you're beating him with are made of tungsten?
Ah, there you go. Each phone is actually 60 pounds. So this is good.
And then, once you've beaten him within an inch of his life and his both eyes are black, I want you to look him in the eye and say, bye, everybody.
Damn.
Get some.
Get some. Bye.
Bye.